Welcome back, everybody. It's Blastsportz. As you know, I'm your host, Jay, also known as Coach Jay. Damn it, I bring the best talent to my platform. And today I have a phenomenal receiver on my platform today. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, so my name is Natalie Simpson, better known as Tali. So I'm number 23 on the Jersey Shore Wave pro women's football team.
All right. So I always ask my guests, how did you start playing football? And
Um,
why?
okay, so how I started, actually, one of my friends that I played basketball with in high school, she was already playing for the Las Vegas team, and now she's in Seattle. And I had asked her, like, oh, like, how do you like it? Because again, it wasn't even a big thing on our side because this is what Jersey's second season, right? So I didn't even know Jersey had a team last year when I was talking to her about it. And when I looked into it, I was like, oh, like, okay. I watched their season and I said, I'm gonna try out next season. And I played like a 1 day powder puff kind of thing when I was at school at TSU. And I was like, I'm cooking everybody. And I was like, this is something that I actually probably would want to pursue. And then the opportunity presented itself where I'm like, Jersey has a team. I could just go out and try out and see what happens. Like, why not?
So
Um,
you
Yeah, and why? I mean, I also wanted to play in high school, but I didn't want to get hurt for softball season because with the boys. So I was like, "Ugh, let me just, and if it comes back, it comes back. So this is definitely like a full circle moment for sure.
gotcha. This is your rookie year.
Yes, 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 yes.
I've personally been to two of your games and like 10 of your practices. You don't play like a rookie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, you track the ball very well. So I'm assuming you was an outfielder.
No, shortstop.
Okay, okay. That
Yeah,
makes perfect sense. Every baseball player I know that transfers into from like softball, baseball into football, phenomenal tracking ball skills. They know how to
yeah,
catch everything.
yeah. That's like your number one job. The ball gets it to this side, you gotta lock it down.
So how much does it correlate from playing shortstop to playing receiver? How much, what's the comparisons where you're like, okay, this is why I'm so good at tracking the ball, or this is why I'm so good at doing this?
Honestly, I think it's really just the athleticism and the mindset of just like being hungry. Cause I feel like, every sport has one position where that's probably the most athletic person has to be in that position. So like volleyball, the libero, they're the most athletic person on the field. Baseball, softball, your shortstop is probably the most athletic person. So I think that at least helps me where if I feel like, maybe I don't know something as well or I feel like uncomfortable, my athleticism picks up where it just makes it feel more natural and then I could work my way through it rather than having to like do like two things at one time where it's like I gotta learn this and this. My athleticism definitely helps where it's like, okay, I feel what this feels like and now I can make it, more polished, if that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. Now you caught a touchdown yesterday.
Yes.
Excuse me. I can't say yesterday because it's gonna air Monday. You caught, you caught a touchdown in your pass game.
Yes.
You did a kind of a crossing route.
Hmm.
Receiver goes in, you did a chair route, and you went out. You was wide open.
Yes.
Caught the to me, in my opinion, is one of the hardest catches to catch over the shoulder.
Hmm.
Did you feel like you was having a glove on your hand?
Honestly, sometimes it's when I have to tell myself to go out with both hands instead of just the one. I try to reach out for a ball and I'm like, bruh, I gotta catch with two. Like,
You did catch it with one hand though.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
That one I did catch with two.
okay.
Um,
Because I remember you caught one, but I think it was when you went to the middle of the field where you extended your hand out and you brought it into you.
oh yeah, maybe honestly, the game be going so fast.
Gotcha.
But yeah, yeah, tracking balls is just I have the confidence in myself. That's not even the like hardest part about the game, and that's what softball did help me do. Where I can think less about that. That definitely comes like second nature.
When you saw the safety shift,
Hmm.
and I think it was Outlaw that was next to you, correct?
Yes, yes,
Shout out to my girl Outlaw.
yeah.
So, so Outlaw took the safety with her,
Hmm.
and the corner or the linebacker was late to catch up to you.
Yeah.
What was the first thing that ran through your mind?
Honestly, once I got to Outlaws girl and I beat her, it did nothing in my mind other than catch the ball, don't drop it, and get all the way to end zone. That's it. I can't see anybody near me, so this is what I'm thinking. It's tunnel vision. Go straight to the end zone.
Yeah, because you was there was no the. I mean, there was a girl. There was a couple ladies chasing you, but you was too far ahead.
Yeah.
So you didn't look back, because you
No.
didn't.
No, never look back. Just keep going. Go until you can't stop.
Nah, that. It was a good throw. She threw it
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
It was like a perfect
Right
setup
on.
play.
I need to
Beautiful.
slow down, right in stride. It was perfect.
You said something. You said, I want to touch on this. You said the game is kind of fast,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem fast for you.
I
When did it slow down?
Yeah, honestly, after our first game in Florida, I was able to slow the game down for myself. I played a Division 1 softball, so I like kind of know like in fast, high tense environments how to slow things down for me in order to not feel either overwhelmed or anxious or anything like that. I've been in very like high situations, so translating it to football, it's the same thing where I'm just like, listen, one thing at a time. If I try to overkill my brain, I'm gonna look like I have no idea what to do on the field. So one step at a time. And get the play call, set up right, run the route, catch the ball. Literally, like you just gotta break it down. As simple as that. Everything seems like there's so many mixing pieces, and there are, but you do your job the best way you do your job. Everything else just has to fall in line. You gotta trust everybody else to do their job too.
That which makes perfect sense. Your route running, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Yeah,
How did you, being a rookie, and you like, I mean, we spoke behind the scenes. He was like, yeah, Jay, I played a little flag football, whatever, and I was cooking, but it's a little different with equipment. But your
yes.
route running is really good for a rookie. How did you get that skill level?
So I'm gonna give credit to a trainer. I did have a trainer because I wanted to at least feel prepared coming into football. Again, this is something that is a contact sport that is different than what I'm used to. And so even just trying out, I was like, I want to make sure that I at least don't look like a rookie. Yes, I'm gonna be one, but I was like, I don't want to feel like a rookie. I don't want to look like a rookie, at least to the
You
coach.
really don't.
So yeah, I did some training. I started training in June or July, so the summer all the way up to like November for tryouts.
All right.
Yeah. And so it was just working footwork. And again, it translates the same way. Basketball, softball, I played like every sport growing up, but the ladders, cones. The biggest difference is the stop and go is way quicker than any other sport that I've really played. So, the full speed and then immediate breakdown, that's what I had to adjust my body to. That was the hardest thing. But once I started getting that, I was fine.
Okay, that makes sense. Your stop and go is good. I noticed that when you stop on a dime like this.
Yeah, try to.
Most most people in general can't stop like that.
Yeah.
And that's and I'm not knocking anybody else that does it, because usually when they try to stop, they take a few more steps. You
Yeah.
stop, you either take one step or you stop immediately.
Yeah.
How did you get that done? Because I
Um,
try to do it. I'm a fast guy. That shit is never happening as much as I try.
I mean, again, like repetition, training for it, and then just like over exaggerating the dramatics of it. So like even when I watch the NFL or watching like stuff on YouTube and it's like boys and I'm watching literally how hard they 100% and they're stopping on a dime and I'm like, okay, let's try to mimic that. Like I'm mimicking and then allowing my body to feel what it feels like. So you're not going 100% out the gate. It's like you build up to it and then when you're like, okay, I'm comfortable, then now I know my speed. So it's like, okay, I know that I could go 100 now and stop on the dime how I want to and turn which way I need to without like hurting anything. So
Gotcha. Kind of want to backtrack a little bit. First game of the season, first rookie game. Your rookie, excuse me, your first game ever.
yeah.
Personally, playing equipment. What was the jitters like?
um Especially because I was on kickoff too. So that's like the start of the start.
Yeah, it is.
Now
That's a
middle,
suicide squad right
yeah,
there.
middle, and I'm just like, here we go. Like at the end of the day, here we go. And at first I wasn't sure if I was gonna be aggressive enough to where like, hit somebody, take somebody out, or if it was gonna be like they're hitting me. But I pretty much was trying to just be like, okay, don't get manhandled. That at the end of the day, that was my job. I was like, don't get manhandled, hold your ground. That's really all I was thinking. Um, and in that game, I realized I'm a lot stronger than actually like I thought, I guess, and or at least going up against certain people where I'm like, okay, like I can actually hold my weight. Like, there's nothing to be really timid about. So, as long as I get my good feet positioning and I keep my feet moving, I think I'm okay. So once I was able to, have the confidence in myself, reassuring myself, like, okay, there's nothing to be scared of, kind of.
Yeah.
And yeah, after the first like 5 minutes of the game, I was like, okay, we got this. Like, let's
That's when
go.
it dawned on you, like, I'm good. Because you are
No, yeah. Literally after kickoff, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
good. Because you wouldn't think, and again, I'm not trying to knock you, but you wouldn't think a rookie like you will come in and make such an impact. And you're an impactful player. You know they're going to do film on you.
Yeah.
You know now you're going to be, watch out. She's
Yeah.
here. Oh, she's there. And they're counting for you now.
Yeah. But that's definitely something that I want because even like trying out for the team, it was kind of like I was watching film the same way where I was like, okay, what are Jersey's weaknesses? What are their strengths? And because I wanted to help wherever the weakness was to make, to
Mhm.
out. And so the same way that, Grayson had a breakout season last year, I was like, okay, well, then let's make it so where there's enough wide receivers where it's not just okay, you could double team Grayson, but now you have three other people you actually have to worry about. It's
Yeah.
not no, you're just taking one person out and then that's the rest of us. No, you gotta play all of us fair, and that's what I wanted, especially because and my teammates pushed me in practice, so that makes me even better. You know.
Is it was it was it an easy choice to go to receiver? Because you play shortstop. And that's the usually a lot of
Defense.
people that play
Yeah.
shortstop either play safety, corner, because they can track the ball and know how to get it. You play
Yeah.
receiver.
I well, actually, honestly, wide receiver was my first choice, and then DB or like safety was my second choice. But honestly, I looked it up to the coaches. Wherever y'all needed me, wherever y'all felt like
Gotcha.
I could be impactful, that's where I wanted to go. So,
Clearly they made the right choice because you're balling out. You're catching balls, you're doing your thing. It's
uh,
the right choice. Season for the Jersey Shore Waves has been pretty rough this year.
yeah.
Still have a chance for the playoffs.
Hmm.
It's a good thing for the fans because the season's short because it makes it competitive, so every game counts.
Yes. Yes.
The error for margin has went from here to here,
Hmm.
and it seems like you ladies have a lot of pride.
Hmm.
How's the bounce back gonna be like?
Um. Honestly, every loss, I'll say. Well, I'll speak personally before I speak for the team. I know I hate losing. I've always hated losing since I was a child brought into sports. I hate losing. Whether I was the only girl playing with boys, whether it was whatever situation I was in, I hated losing. And so that is what drives me. That's the
Mm.
fire of, whatever position I get put in, I'm going to do the best that I can because at the end of the day, win or lose, I want to know that I did 100% that I could have done to at least help us be in the position to win, kind of thing. And so when we do lose, it's like, okay, we got to learn from it and actually learn from it so that we fix everything that went wrong that last game to be better for the next game. And so I know for the team, especially because they played last year, right? So they already have, I don't have any prior like beef with any team. This is my first
Uh,
time, y'all. This is my first time being on the field. It's my first time hearing any trash talk, any da da da, right?
yeah,
So I'm just there to just play my game. All that chatter means nothing to me because I don't. There's no beef with you. I have literally no beef with you. My teammates though, they have beef. So it's like trying to make sure I can help at least get that out of them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Way because that helps us stay together as well because it's us versus them. It's not us against each other. And I do think that like I like the way that our schedule actually was set up because I feel like our two toughest people that are in our conference, at least that everybody else seems to say, because again, I'm new here,
Yeah.
but we play them twice. So it's always like you learn from whatever the first one is, whether win or lose, and you always have to improve. So even if we won, the first two, it's okay. The next time we got to win times three. You get what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're saying.
it's still amping it up. So now we are cool. We take our lessons from that, but again, like you said, we're still in the playoff running because we have to play them twice another time,
Yeah. You
right?
got
So
Atlanta next.
yeah, so it really is just go after it. There's literally nothing to lose because again, on paper they already talk about us, not either making it or already losing before the game even starts, before a win
Yeah.
alone. So it's like if we have nothing to lose, why not just go out there and do our thing?
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. It's like you expected nothing.
Yes, yeah. So give them everything.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense. You had a going back to I want to piggyback to this last game. You had a good game,
hmm
but it seems like your team is going through quicksand.
hmm
Every mistake they were making, they kept on thinking of the past one and the
hmm
past one and the
hmm
past, and then it just starts to mount up. And they got excited when you scored and you kind of uplifted their spirits. But then
hmm
quicksand started happening again. A lot of the quicksand is due to the injuries defensively.
hmm
But how do you get your mindset out of getting out of the quicksand?
Um, I mean, again, I feel like it also depends on. I mean, again, I don't want to talk for the team because I don't know how other people's process are, but I know for me at least, I've been lucky enough to be, a Division I athlete in college. So the same way
I
that
like
like
the way you threw that in there. I
training,
like just for the record, I like the way you threw that in. I'm a Division One athlete. My apologies, girl. Division One, we get it.
no, but like your mindset of like training
Yeah,
all the way up until then. So when you do get to college, it's the same thing where like again in high school, I was a different athlete than when I was in college. So it's the same mindset that I take into this, where it's like, you're gonna make errors. You're not gonna be 100%, especially in like, baseball and softball. That's a sport of um,
yeah,
failure. You're literally supposed to fail and still be successful. This is different though. Everything goes on to success, but at the same time, no one thinks you're ever gonna be perfect. There's no quarterback that's ever been perfect. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Those are, and even if it does happen, it's once in every blue moon. So it's
no,
like
you're right. You're absolutely right.
that much pressure on yourself anyway. You're just really the best I've ever played in my life is when I'm honestly just having fun. And that's when you stop thinking. When you stop thinking, everything just kind of flows. You get in a flow state. And you might just be locked in with your quarterback, locked in with your teammates. And because, I've been in a lot of positions where also I've been like captain. So the mindset changes from me to team, and in the sense of, okay, I can't be down because they're going to stay down. So kind of even the same way in this position, even if nobody looks up to me, as being a rookie or whatever, I know that if I keep a positive thing and I stay positive, people around me, we can still kind of stay positive because again, it's easy to be like, this is negative, this is negative, this is negative, this is negative, everything's negative, negative, negative. But it's like, okay, yes, everything might be going wrong or everything might be going right or not working the way that we want to. But, you still got to positively move those things in the right direction. If you stay in your mindset of, dang, I dropped that pass, or dang, I did this, or dang, I did that, the next ball you get, you're going to do the same thing.
Gotcha, gotcha. You are a nightmare matchup for a defense. Again, I say this, and we spoke about this privately, and I told you this. I'm not trying to make fun of you or insult you
Mm.
for the record, because you're not sensitive the world is. But you're big enough to play tight end,
Mhm.
but you're fast enough to play receiver.
Mhm.
How exciting is that for you? Look at you smiling already. Hi, dog. How exciting is that for you playing that position, knowing that 9 out of 10 times, yes, you are a rookie, so they are gonna probably focus more on Outlaw and Grayson than they are on you.
Mhm.
But then that's to your
That's the
benefit.
best part because now I'm the secret weapon.
Okay.
That it's kind of like I mean, if you watch film and like you underprepare for something, and then it's like, whoa, where did this come from? That's kind of where, and then maybe that helps us in our benefit where we have secret weapons, where it's like, okay, they're focusing on this, but we put two other people in, and it's like, wait, what can they do? What can't they do? You don't know, and then that's when we can build the spark on that. Yeah, I mean, it's just I'm okay. I'm okay with having that role.
Gotcha.
I'm okay with having that role because again, too, I feel like again, I'm bigger than most of the wide receivers.
Yeah, you
On
are.
in the league, but at the same time, it's like okay, she's still fast though. Wait, oh, she's still kind of athletic. It's not like oh yeah, like she could just be out to play. Like she takes herself out to play because either she's too big or too slow or whatever. No, it's like you still got to play me square
Yeah,
up
no,
with anybody else because it's like, oh dang, like she actually okay, she's here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what I wanted. So I like that. I like that.
gotcha.
In
But
that.
does it add pressure to you? Because you're a rookie and you're
Mm-hmm.
coming in, and now the field is starting to spread for you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how there's a short leash for a rookie than there is for like Grayson. Grayson will have, and there's no disrespect to you, but Grayson
Mm-hmm.
will have a longer leash than you. Your
Mm-hmm.
leash is
Mm-hmm.
because of your rookie.
Yeah.
How do you not add pressure? And I know you say you have the mindset for it, but I ask this question because I have a lot of young men and women that watch this, and this advice will be crucial for them because they play sports.
Yeah.
How do you not add pressure to yourself?
Um. Honestly, I feel like it's not an outside thing. It's definitely like a me thing. And I've always been like this where I never cared about, outside opinions about me or how I play rather than what I give and how I felt about what it is that I did or didn't do. And it's not really like a pressure of like belittling myself, but it more so in the pressure of because I know my potential and I know that if I'm putting the work in of like training as long as I did to get here, or like the money you spend to get here, or the time and effort outside of work and da 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 whatever to be here, it's kind of like when you're on the field, it's like why not just play freely? Because there's a reason why you're here, right? There's a reason why you chose to do the sport that you did. And so it's like you putting pressure on yourself keeps you in a box and you're tense and you know what I'm saying? And I've been there, trust me, I had to outgrow it. And now I can speak about, getting out of that box and it just being like you're playing for something that's bigger than you. And I feel like that will help rather than it be like a me, me, me thing. Because again, unless you're playing tennis, it's not really a you sport. You can be LeBron and score 60, but if your team still lose, I mean,
Oh, you're right.
it happens. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, that pressure, you gotta turn it into the diamonds rather than trying to have it be just voices in your head tearing you down. Because
Gotcha.
why you got to where you got to. There's a reason why, like, if a coach is on you, it's probably because they trust you. They have. It's usually a problem when a coach doesn't talk to you. They forgot about you. There's a reason for that. But if a coach is always on you, it's because there's potential. They want you to get there. They want you to push you. And I'm the type of player where I like that. I like the fire under my. I don't know if I can curse, but
All right, you can speak it up.
the fire under my ass. I like that. That kind of like it pulls something else out of me because it's like, okay, that person believes in me, so let me show them that I can do it the right way. Rather than it be like a dimmer to the light.
Gotcha. So when I interview women, especially when they play football, especially the WNFC players, shout
Mm-hmm.
out to all the ladies in the league. But I do would like to address the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Women's sports. Basketball has taken off
Mm-hmm.
tremendously. And they decided they read up their contract. Congratulations to them. Now you have women's football.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to build traction.
Yeah.
How exciting is that for you?
Very exciting because I think for the longest time of just being a woman in sports, it's kind of the reason why you play and like what keeps you going is because you're doing it for again something bigger than you. So like looking back at like my younger self, it's like, yo, you would have never known you could have got here. Like never would have known, never would have guessed. Because again, when you're 9, you're like, I'm just playing because my friends,
Yeah.
are. I'm playing because I'm having fun. Um, and then you don't realize until you're older where it's like, wow, there actually is like a reason. And so the way that football, especially like whether it being, flag or pro, for women's, it's kind of like, yo, this is growing kind of like wildfire, and it's a great thing because now more people are getting in tune with it. More people are like, this is a real sport. It's not just like, oh, this is just something you do on your off time. It's like, no, like we take the time, the dedication outside of, our actual jobs and stuff like that. And it's like we're choosing to be here. It's not like we're getting paid to be here. We're choosing to, step up and be on the field because it's fun, because, our teammates or, our coaches, whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
Um, and I've been lucky enough to like even like my parents like I looked at my dad and I said, Dad, like how would you feel if I tried out for for pro women's football? He said, then you would be playing pro women's football, and that was the only light that I needed to just okay, let's go for it. Um, but yeah, it's definitely for the younger girls. To just know that, any limitations that you feel like aren't possible right now, at some point it's going to get there. Whether you're doing it, whether you'll be a part of it later, or
Hmm.
whether you're part of it in some other way, behind the scenes, business wise, whatever the case may be, we're always going to be right there.
No, no, I, oh, I'm sorry. I hear you. Do you feel like now you could stream the games for free,
Yeah.
and now you could do things that are there's more access to you ladies. How much of a benefit is that for the league?
No, I mean, being able to watch whatever game in any state for free, I feel like is a plus because, again, that's always another thing where it's like, oh, like we would watch the game, but it's not on ESPN or it's not on NBA.com or it's not on, something that's like, something that's
Yeah.
already feasible into other people's program of what they already watch. So I think it being accessible like that, it gives more of a push to where if I'm promoting either my game, myself, the team, the league, it's like, oh, there's no reason why you can't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Gotcha.
there's no money involved. It's literally just put in your email, call it a day, and now it's your choice. It's in your hands.
You touched on something. You said it's for free now. You could watch it.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no excuse. And the product is there now. You could see it.
Mm-hmm.
You are a prime example and of the product being getting good. Do you feel a moral obligation to keep getting better, to keep improving who you are? Because these ladies and young ladies, like my niece, for example,
Mm-hmm.
she wants to try out for the Waves when she hits 18. She's 2 years behind, 2 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a small girl. She's a big girl. She's gonna play. I told her, I said, you're not playing receiver. You're not playing. You're gonna play offensive line because you're a big girl. Get it, get that on your head. But how exciting is that when I tell you, hey, my niece looked at you ladies and was like, yo, when I'm done with high school, I want to go to college, but I want to come back. I want to play for the Waves.
Yeah. No, that is exciting because that means, we're doing it for the right reasons and the right people are getting the message. Because if we're starting with the torch, we got to pass it to somebody. We're all not going to be playing till forever. So at the end of the day, we got to be able to make enough of an impact to where it's a snowball effect.
Yeah,
So once we leave, it's only bigger. Once they leave, it's even bigger. The same way that the WNBA did it, it started very small. They kept progressively getting better, kept progressively getting, more people to watch college. So now when more people are watching college, oh shoot, that person's getting drafted. Now I want to watch the WNBA. Now it's both ponds growing the way that it should be growing, and it's more people being like, I want to play for that coach. I want to play for that team. I want
yeah.
that teammate. So that's exciting though. Like
Because
I hope I'm still around that she's my teammate.
yeah, you probably would be. Definitely. That's when I really got to remove myself because I'm probably gonna yell at her on the sideline if she does something wrong. And Coach Deuce is gonna come body slam me. Like, yo, what are you doing, man? Shout out
And
to Coach Deuce.
no matter what sport I played, I always hear my dad.
Yeah, yeah. But in 5 years from now, WNFC clearly is gonna be around. What do you want them to say about you?
Um,
I want to play like Simpson.
uh,
I want the Simpson number.
um, I mean, I honestly haven't. I've never thought about that because I don't know. The sky's really the limit. I don't really want to limit myself to being like, oh, because honestly, my only limitation for this season was I was like, if I get in the game, I want to score one touchdown. That's what for the whole season. That's what I wanted, and
Serious?
and I'm at two. So
No,
I'm
no, no, no. I'm not even joking around with you. I'm being not even sure. You serious? That was your goal?
no, yeah. I just yeah.
Pretty low goal, girl. You know,
No,
because
yeah, because I mean,
I'm just looking at you play. That doesn't make sense.
I didn't have any expectations. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just want to be able to score one touchdown, and however else I can help this team win. That's how I want to do it. But for me, I was like, if I score one touchdown in the whole season, I was like, okay, we could reflect, and that's something you can build on. But
Yeah,
it wasn't like I don't really have like I don't know. 5 years, if they were to say anything, I want it to be like she came in, she was somebody that they didn't really see coming, and it was something that people now have to, again, like you were saying, in film, this is somebody else that they got to add to. We have to watch her, because then that feel like that's going to push me to be better, because now
gotcha,
I want the target on my back, because then also too, then that also helps my other teammates as well.
gotcha. That makes sense. I want to kind of reflect a little bit on your goals. You put the bar here,
Hmm.
and but you put the, damn, I don't want to sound mean, but I'm gonna say it. You
No, no,
put the bar like if you're a scrub, and you're not a scrub.
no, no.
So I'm questioning why you put it here instead of in the middle. And I get it. You're not gonna get 10 touchdowns because you're not gonna be, her first target, the quarterback's first target.
Right.
It's probably gonna be Grayson and then Outlaw. Like, the checkdowns, it'll be
Yeah,
you. And you can see it. And that's not a knock on your game because you're a rookie. But you put
yeah.
the bar here. Why? When it should
So,
be a little higher.
no,
Well, a
no.
lot higher, to be honest with you.
No, no. For so honestly, I think it's just because, again, being new to the sport, it's not really knowing what to expect, what not to expect. Because now, as the season started, it's like, okay, I'm on all the special teams. So it's like, okay, that could be another record that I could set for myself to be like, okay, I want to be able to help with a punt return scoring for a touchdown. I want to be able to help with, being able to block extra points, or making sure if I'm on extra point that no one touches my kicker on my side. Like certain things like that, yes. But I feel like walking into the season, prior to the season actually being in effect, it was kind of like I don't know what to expect, honestly. Um, and which way my role will be.
Gotcha.
So I set it low because, again, once you pass that, it's kind of like you're playing freely. Now it's just go. Now,
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay,
um,
now I see the psychology behind it.
yeah,
Now I see the psychology behind it. Now I get it. Okay, I get it now.
yeah, it's pretty
Now,
much
because
getting
looking at you play, that was like, excuse
and
my French, I was like, get the fuck out of here. You're gonna put it this low? That doesn't make sense to me.
no,
It doesn't make any sense at all.
it's not knowing what to expect, because again, going into it and it being a transition and not knowing, game time is different than practice. You never know what transition well from practice into
Yeah.
that, and then going up against people that they're trying to kill you, so
No, I
you
get it. I get it. I get it. It
can't
makes sense.
until you're in the moment. So now that we're like halfway through, it's kind of like, okay, I can see it being like, having little landmarks for myself where it's like, okay, this game, this is what I want to do, or this game, this is what I want to do. Um, but yeah, I definitely set it low just to be like, I don't want to say like I didn't want to come in and be like I want to have 35
Yeah.
touchdowns and it'd be like something that's, not saying not obtainable, but at the same time, it's like why pressure myself like that when it's like I'd rather just go out there and have fun because I didn't know what to expect. I know if you were to interview me next season, this question will
No, no,
probably
it's definitely gonna happen. But
the answer will probably be different. So
okay, I got you, got you. My final question of the day is: you ladies had a real bad game against Atlanta.
hmm
You're going back over there in 2 weeks.
hmm
We're moving the team, but for you, how important is it to get that get back?
it's important, and the hardest wins are road wins.
Mm-hmm.
especially when you are down in the series, I guess, in a sense, and you have to go to there, you know what I'm saying? Because you feed off of energy, you feed off of, your crowd, you feed off.
Yeah.
Now, they might be playing in front of people that they haven't seen in a while, or, they want to show off.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into road games, especially when you know that it's like we have to win, basically. Um,
Yeah. It's a must win. Must
yeah,
win.
but at the same time, that might pull something out of us that we didn't even know that we have. You know,
Gotcha.
that's the magic of that as well, where rivalries, certain things like that, where it makes the sport fun for everybody involved. But as a player, being on that field, feeling that vibe, it makes you want to be like, yo, this is going to be so fire if this turns out the way that we practice and play for it to turn out. It makes the win even more.
Gotcha. I believe in you, Lazy. Lazy are gonna bounce back.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna bounce back. I
yes.
believe. And I've been there for a while, so I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
You're everywhere I look.
I'm there, right? You're like, yo, there goes the little short Spanish guy. He's right there. I see him.
That's funny. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I was like, oh, I know this guy probably before like you knew me because
Yeah.
I see him a lot. So I was like, okay.
Oh, don't. I was watching you the whole time. There's players I always keep my eye on, and you was one of them that I saw, and I said, oh shit, I didn't know you was a rookie. I thought you was going into your second year.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad that you saw that and think that because that's definitely what I wanted.
But I wanna thank you for your time, and I really really appreciate you. Um, and I love the touchdown. I just wish you had a better touchdown celebration. I have to throw that out there. I was waiting for something better. I didn't get what I was
I
saying
know
before.
I said the same thing,
That
but
was something a little better. I was like, come on, man, really? I gotta give you a little bit. I
I'm
gotta give
I'm
you a little
I'm
pushback.
I'm straight to the point. I'm to the
All
money.
right.
Scored. I'm hyped. Like let's go right back into it. You know.
I will say I will be there. Well, I clearly I'm going to every home game. I'm gonna be there when you play Chicago.
Okay.
Uh, that's the next home game, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 16th of May.
All right. I expect a little when you score that touchdown, pump and chest.
I got you. I got you.
I'm holding you to that. I swear to God, I'm holding you to. I want to take pictures and everything.
Yes, I got you for sure.
All right. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you for having me.